He didn't want the car anymore. He just wanted to kill me. You know, I thought I was gonna take my last breath here on this cold concrete.
Not many people can say they've stared death in the face and lived to tell the tale, but 26-year-old Terrell Williams did just that. 5 years after he was paralyzed in a shooting on the west side, he took me back to the scene to share how even though a bullet shattered his spine that day, it didn't shatter his future.
Looking up, the sky was bright blues. It was a beautiful day, but I just knew that I was about to die. Started saying the same thing over. God, please take care of me.
5 years later.
I thought I was gonna take my last breath here on this cold concrete.
March 29th, 2017 still replays in the mind of 26-year-old Terrell Williams.
The counter's right here. So I was literally going right here.
On his way to visit his brother after work.
I wasn't thinking too much of it. I knew I'd be in and right back out.
A pit stop at this convenience store.
And I literally was in the store for less than a minute.
Changed everything.
When I came out, my windshield wipers were going up and down. It was a sunny day. It didn't make no sense.
Sitting in his front seat was a stranger trying to steal his car. Williams says he took a few steps towards the car and reached for the gun he legally carried at the time.
I had it for self-protection, but I never thought I would have to use it. I got about right here, and this was the front of my car.
As he was watching the thief,
and I pointed my gun through the windshield.
He never noticed across the street others were watching him.
And then I just felt something press my right side.
Bullets started flying.
As soon as the bullet hit me, it was almost like a twist and turn. And so I twisted because I was facing this way, and my legs, they just kind of collapsed.
The first bullet tore through his lung and spine.
I reached down and I grabbed my thighs, and they just felt like bags of water.
The impact.
No matter how hard I tried, I just could not get up off the ground.
Paralyzing him instantly from the waist down.
I just kept wiggling back and forth, like a fish on dry land. What I never noticed was the guy who was stealing my car. He ended up wrecking like right here. When he wrecked, he didn't want the car anymore. He just wanted to kill me.
That's when Williams says the bullets flew once more.
I'm literally seeing bullets left, right, concrete chipping up, sparks flying. And it was the last bullet that he shot. It actually hit me in the right side of my neck, and it got stuck in the left side of my chin.
The men finally left. As Williams lay there, now looking at a sky through the eyes of death, he said what he thought were his final goodbyes.
Tell my brother, tell mama, daddy, granny, tell everybody I love them.
Now, coming back to the place where it all happened.
Just to come back and just see how far we've actually come. And I don't know, it just real joyful, I guess.
Williams says his story wasn't meant to end on that pavement.
God's the only reason I'm here today.
Instead, a whole new chapter was just beginning. Williams decided to re-enroll in college.
And this past weekend, graduation finally came, so that feels good, not gonna lie.
Terrell Williams.
Yes, sir!
Dressed in his red and black cap and gown and surrounded by loved ones, the Cardinal became the first in his family to earn his degree.
I'll be starting at NC State next semester to get my Master's of Accounting, finish that, then I'll apply for my CPA.
While he prepares for the move east, Williams says he'll continue serving as an activist and youth mentor.
But a lot of times people get shot and they live with lifelong injuries, and people just don't even know the impacts that has on them, their families.
Raising awareness about the reality of the power behind a trigger.
And there's just so much going on, and it's just senseless gun violence. Like, I got shot because somebody wanted to steal my car. Like, still thinking about it to this day, it just doesn't even make sense.
The constant reminder of his dark past.
Sometimes I like to pull over and just kind of sit for a couple of minutes and just kind of, think and pray.
Paving way for a brighter future.
If this hadn't happened, then I would have still been just existing and not necessarily living with a purpose. It was the start of a second life, just that new beginning. This is my new beginning.
Now, Williams says he does have faith that one day he will walk again. His case is one of the many in our area that is still unsolved. He, like other victims, is still waiting on the community to step up and speak out to help bring him closure. Now, if you have any information about this shooting or any unsolved crime in our area, you can always leave a tip anonymously through LMPD's tip line. The number's 574 LMPD, or through its online portal.